Yeah. Right? You've got Zeus on his iconic Gnar. First champion he ever played in his debut, one of his best, one of his most famous, right? And he's made a name for himself very quickly over his short career. You've got Gumuzi on Lucian, Lami with Keria. Faker's playing as Azir, so you have tons of engage options here between the Azir ult, you've got Vi trying to lock down the Zeri, Gnar. I mean, there's so much you can do here. Besides that, you've got, of course, Keria's ultimate.
Like every other top laner. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's hop onto the Rift for game one.
Joined the league, so didn't steal that one, but in the top lane, Zeus is in trouble.
Yeah, might be having a bit of a bad time here. Turret not going to get tanked just yet. This is being played pretty beautifully by the Gnar. However, can be a very difficult time as Doran going to very comfortably just move out of the turret range. Elise, she's just the best divers. Okay, Chovy in a bit of trouble here as he does just flick back the Emperor of Shurima.
Peanut knows he can pull this off. He's
the heal going to be used preemptively. That is a great cleanse just after the relentless pursuit. Gumayusi may still go down, and there it is. Second blood, sorry, going over to Pays. But he may just go down. Peanut going to be the first one to fall. Now Pays looking for even more. This is aggressive. Flash is the last possible second to get out of the way of the Aqua Prison.
Very scary top laner to deal with in mid to late game team fights. As Peanut's going back for another pass here. Owner this time with bullets available.
There's a Weaver's Wall up here as well. Peanut does kind of get thrown away, but the Cocoon is still going to land. Gumayusi will be the first to fall. Keria now down here. Peanut goes up into the sky trying to escape this one. The glitter lands, but the turret, never mind.
Still in range of that one. Even
ran
after
out of spiderlings. You know, you hate to see it. Oh dear. As he lurks in the alcove, Peanut, he gets the information. And there, finds the Cocoon. They dive on top of Ona. The ult comes through from Pace. Tidal Wave is beautiful for the defense. Ona does manage to get out. Flash, though, did have to be used as Doran has to dash away from these boomerangs.
That was so scary for T1 there for a moment because Owner made the conscious decision, I'm going to stay here. I think we win this 3v3, but if Zeri gets more kills,
Yeah, Chovy does have Flash available. Elects not to use it as he flashes eventually to get out of the way of the Conquering Sand. T1 just having better macro, better understanding and better positioning around the map, but also a little bit can be said about how Gen G is playing this one out. Tidal Wave is going to come through. Pays now kiting quite nicely here as Gumayusi just gives Doran a back massage. Zeus getting thrown back, but the Narbar is going to come through. Still needs to be respected. They're unable to get the outer turret in the mid lane. Shirley does basically nothing there. And meanwhile, Faker's on the top side of the map. Weaver's Wall will come in, and now Genji are trying to force. There it is. Ona should be taken down here as Pays manages to pick up that kill, but Peanut immediately taken out. Doran just running behind the turret, diving forward onto Zeus, and Faker just says, welcome to the LCK, Pays. You're just now some money in my pocket. He's now slightly overextended. Doran will be able to take him down, but the message has been sent.
The message was sent for sure, Atlas, but
yeah, Weaver's Wall can be so impactful in this moment. He's going to use it here, seeing whether he can split them off. Relentless pursuit to get over the wall, but now Zeus in the back of the pit. He's going to be the one that locks down the dragon. A disaster for Gen G. They were really relying on that to give them that extra control of the game, but instead they get nothing.
That was so well played. Yeah, here comes Elise, though.
I've
be the
seen
whole squad.
This movie before. Cocoon is going to connect. That is a very dead Gnar. But does that mean T1 are able to take down this Baron already? They are on top of it. Chovy will be able to get the information, but can the rest of the team actually get there in time?
It's a good question. I mean, he's got Weaver's Wall, but there's no follow-up here. This is going to be super tight. He cuts them in half.
Yeah, does give the information, but I have a feeling they can just rush this one down. Tidal Wave is fantastic at buying time.
Can they get out, though? I think they can.
Yeah, and Zeus is like, well, guys, you managed to get a Baron. Well, and the rest of them are like, thanks for your donation.
It's going to be tight.
Let's see how they manage to escape this one. Gumayushi's the one that first gets the information. As now Chovy over from the side. Hayes as well, forced to buy himself a Last Whisper as well, but now a potential fight. Seismic Shove is going to pull back Gumayusi. Still, he's able to get out. Doran now finds himself on the flank. They manage to get the kill on the Lucian. That is a lot of DPS now missing. All eyes on Faker now as T1 look to try and escape to light. So extraordinarily low as Ona diving on in already. Gets into that backline. Chovy goes golden to make sure that he mitigates it, but Faker has picked up one already. There's the Gnar. The Emperor's Divide as well. Chovy goes down for the double kill. Ona's going to fall, and Pays is the last hope here for Gen G. But it's not going to be enough. He's just going to skate his way out. does not want to tempt fate this time. Faker is dead. There is not necessarily a lot of DPS left on T1. T1 in position, all 5 members. All buttons ready to be pressed as Doran dives on forward. That's going to be Soul Point, but now the fight is going to begin. Owner inside the pit. Immediately, Doran's just going to try and bring him out of there. The all-out is going to come through. There's the cease and desist. Can Doran actually win this one as Pace skates over to meet the Vi? Doran dashes into the brush, but Gen.G should be able to escape. Just take into account that they managed to win a fight without it.
Yeah.
So definitely still a scary time to be Gen.G as Owner possibly caught out here. Doran dives on in. There's the exhaust. He's still very, very tanky. Delight has to run the heck out of there as he's taken down almost to nothing. Gumayusi finds his moment and just tags the Lulu. And now it is T1's turn to have 5 versus 4.
Yeah, and this means no wild growth for this fight. If Pace is going to carry it, he's going to do so without that critical ultimate here. Chovy's ult coming up online. Here we go.
Well, Faker has said that he wants to start this one off first. Doesn't exactly find too much joy there with the Emperor's Divide, but the rest of the team, they're there to clean up, and there is nothing that Gen.G can do. Doran, yeah, he dashes a million times, but it doesn't matter. Eventually, he will head to the Death Chamber, and that's fine. They are going to get to work now on this Hextech Drake. Only their second dragon of the game is now Peanut. Could be in trouble. Has to repel, but has absolutely nowhere to go. Oh, the timing was amazing on that tidal wave. And now Zeus trying to fight too. Chovy is here. Teleport to come through. They want to try and even out the scoreline while this dragon goes down. And I think, once again, Sacrificial Gnar is going to come through. Zeus is like, I'm done. I'm getting out of here. Tries to get into the Hex Gate. It does not work. And that is a 7th kill for Paze. In the meantime, Doran does have to use that extended dash towards an ally there with his E.
His team will have
not in your first game, buddy.
Yeah, his team will have to give him an opportunity to prove himself because Zeri's not a one-man team.
Well, Gnar is going to pull Doran back, and he is just dead. Very nicely picked up there. Gumayusi the one to grab that last hit, but Zeus setting up for it, finally getting his revenge there. Exactly, and okay, that's a really nice flick there onto Faker. He does go golden. Trying to keep himself alive as Paze going to get engaged on Cease and Desist comes in. The chain of CC is gorgeous. Gumayusi's able to lock down that kill. Faker does eventually go down, but there's just no damage left. It's just cleanup here for T1 as Chovy, he's like, I'm walling, I'm getting out of here, I'm done.
Save my KDA.
As, yeah, Owner is going to say, nah. It is going to be, you know, a bit of a fight for it, but I think that Owner is going to be tanky enough. Walks out of the way, the threaded volley, and there he goes.
Chovy's like, let him kill the Nexus.
Well, here we go. T1 are going to be able to take game number 1 here. Gen.G had a few moments here and there, but ultimately T1 owned this map and looked so good doing it. Oh, man. It's just, must have been very, very difficult. Chovy still did do a heck of a lot of damage. I'm not entirely sure how that managed to happen.
So much.
Peanut as well did a fair bit of work.
Doran on Jace. Jace has been banned a lot today, a lot in Challengers. Been slightly buffed, but just really strong in this meta right now. And you have this great amount of burst damage, this front-loaded damage from Jace to set up and chip away at those health bars so that then Ahri can come in and either get a pick or so that Zeri can clean up a team fight with a big ultimate.
Position, the 4-1, obviously fantastic, but let's get into it once we get onto the Rift. Here we go, guys.
Trade into his advantages. Chovy rotates over. Peanut saying, all right, you've got topside controlled for long enough here. Let's look for this Herald. Faker, unseen for the moment, for just a moment, that is to say.
Yep, Doran now trying to turn this one around. Faker does have the inside track, as we can see. The claw is going to come through. Acceleration gate comes down. Cease and Desist is going to be there. Great flash from Doran. He's going to save his life, but the self-ult from Faker keeps him alive as well. Chovy now going to have to dash his way out, and still there's no first blood.
No first blood. We're reaching 9:30 now. That flash from Doran was immaculate to save him there. He survives. Faker self-ults in a great spot CS-wise, and if he can pick up that turret goal, it'll feel good too.
Oh, Faker just going to go straight in with the ultimate. Now they're going to try and chain the CC. Doran will go down, but now Peanut, can he actually get the tidy up? Goes for the easier target there, does manage to lock down the kill in the end as Faker gets himself out. Grand challenge issued here onto Peanut. Zeus was thinking about a dive against 2 people, decides against it in the end. First blood did go over to T1. Gen.G immediately answer, but the extra gold will be in T1's hands.
Demolish here for Zeus, just going to put a little bit of extra turret damage down. Karia's roamed up here to try to defend Zeus' push. He wants this turret so badly.
Great riposte is going to come through. Acro Prison to augment it as well. Tidal Wave comes down and does manage to make sure that Peanut isn't getting out of there, but they still have a turret, guys. Eyes on Faker is so important, right? Make sure that that Claw of Doom flank cannot come through. Warrior Tricks that they're used by Ona. We'll keep him alive as now we're going for a bit of a battle. Chovy still looking for it. Faker goes Golden Tidal Wave. Forces him out entirely. Carrier has been so good at these defensive waves. As soon as he presses that button, it feels like Gen G are always forced to just back away.
But this time they're backing away to a critical objective. Second Drake for them of the game. Faker does not have Zonia's. Everfrost is coming back online. He should have his E here very soon, if not already. But I think Gen G pretty much have this one unlocked.
Well, there we go. Cease and desist does come down. Orbit Deception, massive damage. Ona trying to get himself out. Does have another Cyclone. As in the meantime, we've got the Fiora locking down the kills. Pace now flashing forward, looking for some more. Gumayushi's going to run away. Has he overextended? The answer's no. He dashes over the wall, but still unable to get these cleanup kills. Chovy and Peanut both traded for just Ona. T1 will take that.
Carrier gets another amazing Aqua Prison. Again. He just stops the follow-up here. Chovy gets punished instantly. And Pays, even with the low health bars, just doesn't have a front line. And
oh no! Faker just flashes in. The Everfrost is extraordinary! And neither of them can play the game. That was beautiful!
I mean, Faker just snapped Gen G over his knee.
Yeah.
Like a twig. He took them.
Oh my goodness, that slight movement to get the gorgeous angle of the Everfrost, just amazing. Chovy now trying to escape this one, not going to be able to do so. The Frozen Tomb does come through. Doran wants to try and take down Zeus to at least trade one back. They will be able to get that one. Wild Growth onto the Jace, but he just gets culled. And Gen G unable to rotate down in time. Still, the gold is even.
Yeah.
Like, even though all these incredible plays are happening and everything like that, no one's really been able to take a huge gold lead. Yeah, but T1 seem in control of this game.
A lot of the gold, you mentioned was in the plates. You could see a lot of that in Doran's, ability to control side lane against a Fiora, by the way. Pretty impressive stuff here, what he's been able to accomplish. He's been given a lot of extra time. He's got a 40 CS advantage. I think that's part of why Gen G still holds technically a gold lead very slightly here. Hayes, this is not where you want to be.
Yeah, that is absolutely not it. That is the chain of CC, Lissandra, and as well.
Compositions you feel pretty good about. Oh, yeah, I'm under turret here. But you've got to respect it.
I like that we just get it again, yeah.
Yeah, wow. I mean, the follow-up Aqua Prison, the Everfrost, everything is perfect.
So good.
This is Zeus getting caught moments later, of course.
This was the beginning of the last fight, so that's what it was. They thought they caught Zeus, but it was kind of the other way around.
Yeah, and then I don't know if we'll get the replay of Taze staying under turret here. Really unfortunate. Yeah, ends up being a trade here. This is the Taze one where it's like, I want those minions. I need to get fed. I need to get farmed. Well, you got farmed.
Yeah.
It's just not in the way you wanted to in this case. But yeah, like you say, rookie mistake.
Are they going to go for it? They are spotted. Chovy right in the area. Let's see whether he can actually stop them here as Faker's Claw now on cooldown. Doran Shock Blast. First one going to miss. Extendo Beams coming on in there as well as they dive forward. Cyclone is fantastic. Doran's the one that's Wild Growth, and you can see Chovy just evaporates. He was there, and then immediately he was not. As now T1 just back off towards the Baron once again. Faker still has an exhaust. So if there's going to be a Zeri moment, she's going to be tired halfway through. Yeah. That Shock Blast is dangerous though. Still, Faker's going to come on forward. Peeling off. They do not want to go for any sort of 50-50 as Peanut off towards the side. Has to Vault Breaker, but there is the Zeri ultimate, and there goes the Zeri entirely. T1, they just find these little moments after moment. And once again, they're able to win out the team fight. Zeus now chasing down the last couple of members. Delight forced to try and get underneath this turret, but I think Zeus is going to lock him down. There it goes, the weak point.
It extends whether he takes it or not, gets a reaction.
Well, we're going to see whether Faker can survive this. The chaining of CC was almost great until it wasn't. Faker may not even die. He does eventually go down, but they trade immediately. Peanut has to try and get out of there. The Baron is being ignored because a double kill is required for Gumayushi. He's now 6-0-5. Absolutely massive on this Lucian right now.
And Faker's ult was probably not
on this Zeri. And this time, like last game, in a great position, had a lot of kills. We are going to go for a little bit of a fight here as Peanut does manage to find Zeus. Repose now on cooldown, he's dead. Can T1 get anything off the back end of it? There is a Drake alive, soul point available for T1 if they do want to go there. He still certainly is a big thing missing now from T1's composition. Oh, the charm connects onto Gumayusi. Tidal Wave once again getting triple value here as Genji is just going down so low pace. Gets Wild Growth. It's the only reason why he survives is now Peanut is just fighting against Faker, trying to get him off this flank. As Dora now just going to get taken down. Ona doing so much damage alongside Gumayusi on this Lucian. Chovy now will find Faker. They'll get at least one. No, they won't. Never mind. I tell a lie. He's just going to make sure that he survives. Self-ults, get a bunch of health back.
Still has Zonia's, by the way.
Yeah. So I don't know why I was... sometimes, you know, it's been a few months. Baron is not long for the world. Genji might have some sort of opportunity for a steal, but you can see that Peanut is pretty far away, and there it goes. Ona gets over the wall. Peanut just going to press the button to flash forward from Faker to try and dedicate himself to the fight. Now it might be an opportunity for Pace. He picks up the first one, but Zeus has found the backline. Riposte is fantastic against the stun as Peanut gets himself out, and Zeus says, nah. That's my double kill, and that is no Zeri certification for you, Genji. They're going to have to run away from this one as well. The Baron now in their hands, and a Baron in the hands of a Fiora is a very dangerous prospect if you're up against it.
And I mean, Delight tries to set up a Shirelius here, but can't catch anybody.
Gumayushi's taking matters into his own hands here as Chovy has to dash, get himself out of this fight. But Hayes left out on his own. Another Cyclone's just gorgeous. That's going to be the end of Peanut. And these Nexus turrets are not long for the world. Another kill comes in as Doran, he goes back to base and watches it explode. Chovy goes golden on the fountain. Faker's going to join him there right as the Nexus goes down. T1 2-0 revenge against the defending LCK champions.
As Faker and Chovy almost exactly the same damage here, but I think we know one player had an undeniably larger impact on this game.